Namaste, Sunil Bhaiya. Namaste, Gopal Bhaiya. Namaste to all my co-explorers who are present here. My name is Nitu Chauhan, as Bhaiya already mentioned. And sorry, I could not get my affiliation changed. Recently, I have changed my institute. I have joined a new institute in Faridabad only. So now I am in Manav Rachna University in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. And in my family, my husband is there. My daughter, she just gave her 10th class exams. And my father-in-law, mother-in-law, brother-in-law, and their family, they stay in Gurugram. And we have a house in Yamuna also. So sometimes we go to Yamuna also. This is about my family. And I always share this in my introduction that I was born and brought up in a joint family. And it has a very deep impact on my understanding and my sanskars. So regarding my understanding about exercise 1. So in exercise 1, step 1, I am aware of my imagination, the desire, thought, and expectation most of the times during the day, but not always. And in my interactions with students, colleagues, family members, and other people around me, I am able to observe my feelings, thoughts, and expectations many times during the interaction and sometimes after the interaction. For example, in one of my class, I was teaching here at this new institute only, and one of the students sitting at the back, he was continuously doing something on his phone, and I was aware of this, and I could see that I had a feeling at that moment to say something to the student, but because the instant feeling that I got, it was not naturally acceptable. So I was aware at that moment only that this feeling is not naturally acceptable. So because I was aware during the classes, mostly I am aware because that is the place where I have many people to interact with, many students to interact with. So whenever I am in the class or I am in the lab, I try to be aware so that whatever interaction is there with the students, I am able to do it correctly. The interaction should be done in the naturally acceptable way. So I'm able to observe the feelings that are naturally acceptable to me. And I am also able to see step number 3, that when I have the feelings that are naturally acceptable, I am calm, I am happy, harmonious inside. And when the feelings are not naturally acceptable, I am not in harmony and not happy. Now, to bring harmony, I need to have the feelings that are naturally acceptable. So step number 4, it is me only who has to decide the feelings, and others have no role in deciding my feelings. So at this moment, when I reach this point, step number 4, I decide whether I am comfortable or not comfortable, whether I should respond or not respond. So sometimes the feeling is based on understanding that the student is not competent enough to understand the importance of this class or lab lecture which is going on. Or sometimes there is this assumption that someone told me that this A student is not very sincere and he is not paying attention in any of the classes. So there are two, three students regarding whom most of the people here used to tell me that this student in your class, they are not very sincere. They don't do their work sincerely. So in one such case, I could see that when I saw the student doing something on his phone, now at that moment my feeling was based on the assumption. But then I did not say anything because I was aware, because my feeling was based on the assumption. So I stopped myself from responding and I waited for some time. And I could see step number 6, the feelings of the relationship or opposition, whether it is in relationship or it is in opposition to the other person I am interacting with. And step number 7, I am able to see that when the feelings are aligned with naturally acceptable feelings, I am comfortable with it. So in all these steps 1 to 7 of exercise 1, I am able to see most of the steps except step number 5 and 7. So when it comes to step number 5, many times I am lost in this, I am not able to decide whether this feeling is on the basis of understanding or there is an assumption. So I need to work on this. And many times I am not able to see my sanskars also. So it takes me a long time to decide what I have to do. So due to which I do not respond in many cases. Like in case of this example I gave the student, I did not say anything to that student in that class and 2, 3 classes afterwards also. And it is only recently that I called that student and told him to meet me personally. Then I talked to the student last week only that if you are not paying attention in my class, it disturbs me. And I don't want to say, point you out in front of the entire class. And I said this only this much. And then the student burst out, ma'am, everybody is thinking like I am creating nonsense in the class. I am not like this. I was just sitting in the other class also. I was just sitting and ma'am just said that you are the only one who is creating disturbance in the class like this. He started. So I just listened to him for some time and then I told him that now you just see it for yourself whether you are always doing one thing or the other in the class or others are also involved. One thing. And another is that people have created an assumption for you that you are the disturbance creator. Now, to change it, you have to be attentive in some of the classes and perform well in the exams. Then maybe you can get out of this assumption which people are having about you. So, step number 5, I think in my recent observations, I have found that I am sometimes stuck whether this is understanding or this is on the basis of assumption. And step number 7 also, because I am not always observing, not always aware. So sometimes this disturbance is there and I'm not able to coexist with other people. So I think I need to work more on step number 5 and step number 7. And one more incident I would like to share about, where this exercise 1 helped me to take a decision. So I told that I recently joined Manavrachna. So there are different centers here at Manavrachna, like Center for VLSI and Embedded Systems, Center for Peace and Sustainability, Center for AI and Deep Learning, like this. So when I joined the Center for Peace and Sustainability faculty, my first interaction with was with her only. So we discussed about UHV and what all initiatives there are at Manavrachna regarding this. And there is some SEEK course that they run for this peace and sustainability. It is SEEK course is mandatory for all students at Manavrachna. So I told her about my UHV journey. Then she proposed that, okay, I am doing a project on heart rate variability and the impact of meditation on this heart rate variability. Would you like to be a part of it? I said, yes, ma'am, no problem. And sensors are involved. I am from electronics background. So yeah, we can think about a project like this. And then I came back to my department. I told my department colleagues that I had an interaction with the faculty of CPS, Peace and Sustainability Center, and she wants me to be part of the project. And the moment I said, I took her name, everybody was like, oh, no, 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 you can't work with her. She's like this in the one of the functions she did like this. She's not like that kind of person with whom you can work on projects which are long term, and many things they told me about the faculty. I did not say anything. I just listened to all of them, but I did not say anything. I just listened and said, okay, I will see. And that entire day I was seeing what are the feelings I am getting. So I could see that my relationship with that faculty, because when I interacted with her, I was okay. That I could not see any negative things in all the discussions that I had with her. So at that time, I could see that my relationship with her should be on the basis of understanding. And it should not be on the basis of an assumption that someone is saying something for someone. So I decide that I will not participate. So this exercise 1, it helped me in taking that decision also. So afterwards, also when the faculty members from my department, they inquired that what did you decide? I said, Kisi, I have had an interaction with her and I don't think that I can decide to say no just because others are saying so. So let me just see. I will see if I can work with her comfortably. Whenever I am uncomfortable, I will tell her only that in this situation I am not comfortable. So like this, we can work on our relationship, and we can move ahead with the project. And I will be able to handle any incompetencies from my side or from her side with the help of UHV. So this was my final decision, that I will be able to handle all the incompetencies if I am having in handling her, or if she is having any incompetence related to me, then we can work on it, and we can make that project happen. So this is all about exercise 1. Okay. Regarding exercise 2. Yeah. I exist and the body exists. This I am able to observe whenever I sit without doing anything. I am just observing myself. During the mornings also, when I reach the institute, it's the timings are from 8 to 4, but the classes are only up to 3:30. So I have time after 3:30 to 4 when I can sit, but mostly I sit when I reach college. I sit at my place at 8 because I have first class not every day. So whenever I don't have first class, I just sit and observe what is going on. At that moment, I am able to see that you know, I am there and the body is also there. And there is some interaction which is going on between the two. And I transact the information with body from time to time as and when required. So here also I would like to take an example. So I observe Ekadashi fast and Monday fast also. So this time Monday and Ekadashi, they were together. So on Monday it was Monday, and Tuesday it was Ekadashi. So Tuesday morning when I reached college, so I had first class. So after first class, when I sat, uh, I could feel the sensation of hunger in me. So there was slight discomfort. I was hungry because the previous day also I was on fast. So at that time I could read the sensation of hunger, and so the body was hungry. So the self decided to eat something. So I took out some dry fruits, and because I was observing myself, I closed my eyes. I picked up the dry fruit with closed eyes. And even with closed eyes, I could see that the fruit that I am picking, whether it is peanut or it is some other dry fruit, almond or something else. So it is me only who is deciding what instructions are to be passed to the body. So I decide to take the peanut and put it into my mouth and chew it properly. Now, this sensation of the taste of peanut, it is there in the body. Now I read the sensation and then I know that this is a peanut or this is almond. So by observing this intake of food, I'm always able to see that the sensation, I read the sensation, and then I decide that yes, I have to consume it and I have to chew it properly. And then once the that sensation of hunger, it is curbed. Now I know that I have to stop. Now this much is only required. I don't need to take any more. This much is sufficient. So my interaction with the body and the outside world is by a way of sensation only. But sometimes I am able to see only up to step one, number 1 to 4 in this exercise 2 till now, because up from 5 to 7, I am sometimes stuck, and the sensations that are coming from the outside, and the reactions that are reaction or response which has to come from inside. So that decision, sometimes I think I take too much time to decide. And by the time I take a decision, it is too late to respond or react. So this, I need to work upon this 5 to 7, because reading the sensation and uh, taking a decision on the basis of sensation, it takes so little time that I don't get time to decide. I hope I am able to make you people tell that there is so much little time to decide what should I do, that sometimes I decide not to do anything because I'm not able to decide. Okay. And this interaction, but I am able to see in one day I was driving the car. That day I was having an automatic car. So I have a long practice of driving the standard car that we used to have in old times. So recently I changed my car. So whenever I am at the roundabout, I shift to the second gear. And when I cross the roundabout, I shift to the third gear and then proceed. Now, when I am in the automatic car, because I have recently purchased it, so I am very conscious while driving it that I don't need to change gears from one, two, three, four like this. So because I'm very conscious, so whenever my hand goes to the gear lever, I am aware that I don't have to do anything. So when I am at the roundabout, my hand still goes to the lever. Hold the gear lever at the roundabout. It is not required, but still I hold it. But then I decide that I don't have to change the gear because this is not required in this car. So sometimes I'm able to decide. Sometimes I'm not able to decide because I am not able to see the assumption and understanding. So I think up to step five, it is step four, it is very clear. Five is partly clear, and six and seven, I need to work more on these two steps. And I think this is all about exercise two also. Now, okay. So how many steps are you able to see that I have already mentioned in step exercise one? I am able to see most of the steps, but I need to work more on step number five and seven. And in exercise two, up to four, step number four, I am able to see clearly. Step number five, partially. Six and seven, I need to work upon. And this is all about steps. And now happiness is my innate nature, and this is not affected from outside. This I am able to see clearly now after exercise one and two, that all my happiness depends on the feelings that I have. And if my feelings are based on the natural acceptance, my innate nature, then I am happy. And if not, then I am disturbed. So most of the program, yes, most of the program earlier, it was only from outside, to get the feelings from outside only. But now I am slowly, progressing in this journey. And most of the times my focus is within only, and I am taking care of myself. And while taking care of myself, I think I have started taking care of my body also. Earlier, I was not that aware of my body, not taking much care. But now, keeping the focus on self, I am also keeping focus on my body to keep my body healthy. And all this is based on the natural acceptance only. So this is what I can see about happiness. And how much time I am devoting for right understanding. I am attending the morning sessions since the seventh batch. This time I was not very regular due to some personal commitments also, and due to some health issues. And now that I have joined another institute, earlier also in my previous institute, this was UHV was not there as a subject in my department. But I used to take substitute classes. Whenever I used to take substitute classes, I used to discuss this content with the students. And also in my class also, sometimes during the initial part of the class when the students are still coming, at that time also I used to discuss this UHV content. And here also I have expressed my interest to take this UHV as a subject, or if there are any activities related to this, I can be a part of it. And social responsibility, yeah, all this is part of my social responsibility only. And after I have attended the national conference for volunteers that recently happened at Ghaziabad. So after the conference, I talked to all my family members, and I told them about the importance of self-exploration and how they can improve. They are spiritual people, but still they need to improve a lot. There are many things where the assumptions are dominant over the understanding. So this I am able to see even in my family also. So I think I must start with my family. So I have shared the videos that Jagdish Bhaiya shared. I have shared it with my brothers and sisters also. That you please, whenever you get time, instead of scrolling the reels, you can just see one or two video, and then we can discuss it whenever we are talking during the day. So this is my commitment, and I hope to participate more in the volunteering activities of UHV also. And I would like to express my gratitude also to all my mentors and all the co-explorers who are with me in this journey, because the mentors are guiding and the co-explorers are sharing their UHV journey, which is very inspiring for me also. So, and one thing that I could see from the conference that I attended is that I have a feeling of gratitude more now. I was grateful earlier also, but when I listened to the sharing of all the participants in the conference, I could see that people are putting so much efforts in developing their right understanding, and I am very grateful to all of you for sharing and to all the mentors for guiding us so that we can explore and develop the right understanding. Ji. Thank you, Bhaiya. This is all from my side.
Didi, thank you. Very nice. Thank you so much for this simplified sharing, detailed but touching all the points, all the steps, whatever you could see, whatever you could not see, with examples. That is helpful for many of us for sure. Now we have a few hands raised, maybe questions to Neetu Didi. I start with Chandrasekhar Bhaiya, Namaste Bhaiya.
Namaste, Didi.
Namaste, Bhaiya.
Very nice exploration, Didi. Motivating also. Didi, a question, single question regarding fasting. Ekadashi you will be practicing. It
Ji,
is
ji.
for ensuring the regulation of the health, or it is based on your fulfilling the spirituality or rituals, Didi?
No, Bhaiya, it is for my self-regulation only. Fasting is to learn self-regulation and to practice gratitude.
Yeah.
Earlier, I do fasting since childhood, but earlier it was for fulfilling some spiritual practices only. But now, so I do it for self-regulation only.
Yeah, Didi. Nice, Didi. Thank you.
जी
Thank you, Bhaiya.
नमस्ते सभी को जी नीतू दीदी
जी नमस्ते प्रशांत भैया
जी 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 very nice exploration and I could get so many things from your sharing. Didi, one thing I am finding similar with you. I also purchased a Tweed without gear for my Dr. Jyoti wife. So sometimes I also drive that. So it exactly goes. Only difference is that you may be having lever there, but I don't have lever in this automatic car. So same
Okay.
situation, whenever some breaker or something coming, automatically my hand goes there, and instead of lever, I find that handbrake. So,
Yes, right.
I am finding this as if we are grown up with the samskars, and now we are in UHV. So whatever be our bad samskars are deep rooted, they are coming up. But with this UHV, we could manage this, and then we are finding that self deciding that it is not required. So can you see this like this or something else?
Yes, Bhaiya, you are right. Because it's a, I said now that it's a moment that you have when you have to decide to take some action. It's very small time when you have to decide. So but the moment my hand goes there, I decide that I don't have to shift the gears.
But
So this is,
hand goes
yeah,
automatically there.
yeah, it goes automatically there.
But still it's a decision of the self, isn't it? Ji,
Ji,
to move the hand. Okay, okay, Didi, all the best. Thank you very much.
thank you.
We move on to Srinivas Gupta Bhaiya, Namaste.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Namaste to all my co-explorers. Namaste, Didi, Nitu Didi.
Namaste, Bhaiya.
Very nice exploration. I'm able to understand your exploration in the exploration. You are in the process of exploration. Just I would like to ask, as you mentioned, spiritual family. While interacting with the family members, in general, general notion is that spiritual people very easily understand the CHV content and they can explore or implement. In your case, how far you are able to make them understand and maintain your harmony level while interacting with family members while discussing this UHV content with the family members.
Yes, yes, Bhaiya. Yes, Bhaiya, it is correct that people who are more spiritual, I also feel that they are they have more acceptance towards this content.
Yes.
Because when I discussed this with my mother often, and she's very happy that I have joined this. But because she doesn't understand English, so she cannot be part of this. Hindi, she understands. So she has acceptance for many things that I share with her. And others also, they have acceptance, like, but see, we are exploring that I am self and body. But they believe that, I am Sharir and Atma.
Yeah.
So it is there in them without observation. They have assumed that I am a body plus soul.
Yes.
And we are observing. So this is one difference. They believe, it is their belief that we are Sharir and Atma, and we are observing this. So this is one difference that I can see. And regarding other things also, like fasting, I have told you that, Bhaiya also asked about fasting. So I observed fasting since childhood. But earlier it was like, to please some God.
Yes.
So, but now I know that it is for self-regulation. And there are scientific reasons, scientific theories also that prove that it keeps you healthy if you are fasting for a day in a week. So this thing now they are able to understand. So many things I am trying to, make them understand. And I hope I will at least bring my brother and sister to this exploration journey soon. And my mother is already exploring. She is far ahead of me in many, many things. She is far ahead of me. Like in terms of prosperity, if I talk, my parents, they don't have many clothes. They don't have many physical requirements.
Yes.
So they understand that this much is sufficient. These many clothes are sufficient for me. So even like we go to some place, for some trip or something, we take so many clothes. But he will only count the number of days, and only that much is required, not more than that. And like this, I can see they are already ahead of me in many terms, but the ways are different, I think. And I am able to understand by this content more as compared to their own this. But it is helping. Definitely the sanskars that I have from my upbringing, they are helping me.
Whether they are able to understand, you are making them to understand or not, but your self-harmony level, are you able to maintain or
Yes.
you are coming to some opposition or some...
No. Oh, yeah. I am maintaining the harmony. I just give it as a proposal. This I have learned. Earlier, I used to share it in a preachy way, or telling that do this, do's and don'ts. But now, so I just tell them that, okay, I feel it like this. Now you can see it for yourself. So now I have tried to change my way, the way I propose it. So they have acceptance for this.
Yeah, very nice, Didi. Nice explanation. Thank you, Didi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bhaiya.
Namaste, Sangeeta Tripathi Didi. Thank you for
हाँ भैया नमस्ते नमस्ते
Namaste.
नीतू दीदी
Namaste, Didi.
हाँ I hope you remember me.
Ji, Didi. I remember you. We met at the national conference, na?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice,
I heard
Didi.
you. Nice hearing it was, and it's good to know that you are exploring so much. And even I heard about your that Ekadasi Upavas, and nice. I have been trying to do that for a long time, but sometimes I keep fast and sometimes I forget to do that eventually. But now I will do that sincerely because this
Okay.
is for self-regulation,
Yes,
and
Didi.
I will do that. It was a nice sharing. I learned a lot from you as well. Thank you so much.
Now we request Gopal Babu Bhaiya to give his comments regarding Nitu Didi's sharing. Gopal Bhaiya, over to you.
Namaste, Didi.
Namaste, Bhaiya.
So nice sharing, Didi. And you are attending these sessions for a long time. So definitely exploration is going deeper and deeper. And many things we are doing out of preconditioning. But with the UHV proposals, we are also able to verify it.
Ji.
So once we verify our preconditioning, we follow it with more conviction. So that is a benefit of these proposals. So we can verify our preconditioning and the preconditioning which are natural for us. We continue it. Otherwise, we can easily drop it.
जी, जी,
So there's this benefit of exploring these proposals. Secondly, as you said, that awareness is increasing day by day, but we need to work more on subtle level activities of contemplation, understanding, or in other words, we need to move towards sanskar, and we need to have experience of the state of pure observer, and ultimately at the state of pure observer, I can see that I can remain unaffected from my preconditioning, from my sanskars. So that is ultimately we need to achieve. So nice, Didi. So anything else, Didi, you are participating?
not exactly, Bhaiya. I am just participating in the online workshops for FAQs sometimes,
Okay.
and attending the NWR regional meeting. And this time when we met at the conference, I gave my name to Kesri Bhaiya also for the English translation of the books of Rajyanand Sansthan, the school books, no? 8, 9, 10th, 11th. So I gave my name to him that I can do the translation work if it is required for translation of the school books from Hindi to English. So I gave my name this time only.
Ji. Nice, Didi. So those who are attending for a long time, now they should increase their voluntary work so that a conducive environment can be created for other people. So these books, FAQs, recordings, these are helpful for next generation. So nice, Didi. So Manav Rachna University, where is it, Didi?
It's in
Haryana?
Faridabad. Yeah, Haryana, Bhaiya. It is in Haryana.
It is a big university, I think.
Yes, Bhaiya. It's quite a big university.
Ji. Okay, Didi. So
Okay.
best wishes.
Ji, Bhaiya.
Continue
Thank you.
this journey.
Thank you, Bhaiya.